So, WWE may be notorious for dropping the ball with some of its wrestlers, but that doesn't mean that we can't wish for something better. In fact, we have a great tool for living out fantasy booking at our fingertips: WWE 2K19. I don't have 2K20, alright? I refused to buy it as soon as the bad reviews started coming out, so it's 2K19 or nothing. The biggest overall crime of WWE has been mishandling its own stars, specifically the ones who NXT spent a great deal of time pushing to the moon. So I thought I'd give it a try to see if I can do it better. I have pre-booked a tournament for the WWE Championship, with all of the contestants being former NXT champions. I have also played through each match on 2K19 and have edited the footage together to capture my vision for how the tournament plays out, because I thought it'd make better viewing if you got to see some decent wrestling as well as hearing about it. There are 16 former champions in the tournament, which makes 8 first round matches, leading to quarterfinals, then semi-finals, and then the final match to determine the new WWE champion. This episode will be the first of the first round matches, and I won't be revealing the wrestlers all at once, so you'll have to keep coming back to find out the participants. Our first matchup will be Samoa Joe versus Bo Dallas. Stick around after the match to hear some in-depth analysis of the action and the wrestlers' careers in real life. Samoa Joe puts away Bo Dallas and advances to the quarter-finals, which, to be fair, was the result most people expected when they heard the matchup. However, if you had booked this match when Bo Dallas was still champion, then it might not have been so obvious. Bo Dallas had a great run as NXT champion, and until he was dethroned by then-named Adrian Neville, he was the longest-running NXT champion. He was then brought up to the main roster and never really given a storyline or a big marquee opponent to feud with. So like all others who have no direction, just became jobber to the bigger draws. Bo Dallas's Bo Leave gimmick worked best with a smaller, more smarky crowd, but with careful handling, I reckon he could have been a great heel on the main roster. Well deserving of the Intercontinental Championship. And Bo Dallas winning Money in the Bank would have been marketing genius. The t-shirts would have sold themselves. Samoa Joe, on the other hand, has always been a dominant wrestler. And to be honest, when he came up to the main roster, he wasn't handled that bad. He had a great feud with Brock Lesnar. But it was just unfortunate that WWE were building Brock up for the big match at Mania with Roman Reigns, because it meant that Brock losing was a very unlikely outcome. Since then, he's been a decent US champion, and he's had good matches with AJ Styles, Randy Orton, Nakamura, Finn Balor, but he's never really been at the main event spot that he should have been, and it's just a bit disappointing. Still, hopefully he gets off commentary and gets back in the ring for another decent run soon.